Hi and welcome to the Cinemagraph family channel. So my name is Elyan Parker, I'm a French photographer, and today I'm going to tell you how to basically do a cinematograph with a video footage. Let's jump into it. So first of all, we have our video footage here. It's a model with a pool, the water is moving, and she's trying very hard to stay still. And we're going to use it to make a cinematograph. So first of all, we're going to just drag it and drop it to Photoshop. Okay, here we are. Basically, if you don't have this timeline here, what you want to do is go to Window and go down to Timeline. And here we go. We're going to try to make a cinematograph, meaning getting a still picture, a still photograph with some motion included in it. And this motion has to loop. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. I'm going to just make it a little bit smaller here, and I'm going to drag this the end of the footage here, and I'm gonna go to the red cursor. Then I'm gonna just duplicate this layer, and I'm gonna take the video group 1 here and duplicate it. When I'm done, I'm gonna go around here, like not exactly the middle, maybe just leave it after that, and I'm gonna simply click on this split at playhead here, and it should be working. I'm gonna do it again. Don't forget to select the layer 1 here, and here it is. And I'm gonna do basically the same with this one. Good. So now I have 4 pieces of footage, and I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna just delete it with my keyboard, and I'm gonna delete this one too. Here we are. And basically this part here is the continuation, what comes just after this footage. And this is gonna allow us to make a loop. So this is how I do it. I go here and I start by creating a keyframe. The keyframe is opacity keyframe. And basically a keyframe is going to record all the opacity settings at this exact moment. So here our keyframe is opacity 100%. And because we want the loop, we need this footage here to just fade out. So we're going to go at the end here, and we're going to create another keyframe and go to opacity 0. So basically what we have here is now a perfect loop. But as you can see, there is like obviously motion, still a little bit of motion in the picture. Like not a lot, but still a little bit. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just go maybe here, and we're gonna create a new layer by clicking this little icon here. Oh, apparently it appears to be in this video group, so I don't want that. I'm gonna drag it above. So here is our layer, and I'm just gonna drag it here, and I'm gonna press and hold down Shift Alt Command and E to make a visible stamp layer. And here we go. So it's basically a still picture of what you can see on the screen, and now it is a still picture. So now what we want to do is include some motion into this still picture. So we're going to go with a layer mask, and a layer mask is going to allow us to see through some part of this still image. So I'm going to go with the brush B, and I'm going to make sure here that I'm going to paint in black. And the black is going to allow us to see through our still image. So I'm just going to paint here, and I don't want that. I'm going to paint here, and I want to see exactly what I'm painting. And I'm going to go here to my layer mask and hold down Shift and Alt. And as you can see now, this red area it just tells me what I'm painting. If I paint black, you can see here, if I paint white, here I am on the white color, I'm just gonna remove it, and if I press X, I go back to black, and I'm gonna paint black. And basically I want to paint black so I can see through my still image and see the motion. Here we are. You can change your cursor by pressing Ctrl and Alt at the same time and go left or right to understand exactly what you're doing. And if you want like a big cursor or a small one, and I'm switching from white to black just by pressing X. Okay, here we go. That's pretty good. I'm gonna again hold down Shift and Alt, and the red area just disappears. And I'm gonna hit play, and here we go. Basically, we have a perfect cinemagraph. By the way, if you want to know more about how you should like shoot cinemagraphs, and sometimes they may seem a little bit complicated, if you go into the description of this video, you're gonna find a link, and you're gonna be able to download my brand new book called A Guide to Cinemagraph, and it is completely free, guys. So if you just have to put your email address, and you'll be able to get the book. Okay, so now let's say we want to color grade this image. I'm going to use my presets here, and I'm going to go, for example, for a soft summer. And basically, I'm going to have like a new image, and I like it. I'm just going to lower down the opacity a little bit. And usually that's how I color grade my cinemagraph. I just have a bunch of presets that I use. Good. Now we can probably just export it. To export your cinemagraph, just go to this little arrow here, and that's perfect. I'm going to call that export. Give it this little dot here, add one here. Okay, good. And make sure that your frame rate is the right one. I'm going to go for 23 here, and high quality, and that's all good. Render. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got. So we started with this footage here, and that's the video footage, and now we got this cinemagraph. And that's pretty cool. And you can put that cinemagraph to Instagram or Facebook, any social media with some auto loop system, and it's going to work perfectly. And that's it, guys. That's basically how I make a cinemagraph with Photoshop. That's a very simple one, and I'm gonna make other tutorials with more and more complex cinemagraphs. If you don't want to miss them, just subscribe, and don't miss also my book here. Just go below, go to the description area, click the link, and you'll be able to receive and download instantly my brand new book. So hope to see you soon, and stay in motion.